Okay, see, on the previous day we have seen, see, we have started with log shipping. Uh, we have discussed that log shipping works with help of what? Basically with log backups. Log backup, copy, restore. Okay, three jobs. So, let's say what I will do. I will configure C log shipping. I have taken two instances. See, this I will make as a primary server. This I will make as a secondary server. Primary and secondary. Here, see, I will take any one database. We have seen that for log shipping, the database must be in which recovery model, either full or bulk log recovery model. Okay. So now what I will do, see here, I will take any one database. Let's say Northwind database I will take. I will configure log shipping across these two instances. So otherwise, first one. See, I will take this Northwind database. Here, see, this server I will make as a primary server. This instance is a secondary server. First step already we have seen. We have to check the recovery model of this database. First step. Observe properties. Options. Recovery model is full already. Recovery model. Then next step, see, we have seen that two folders are required. One is for backups, one is for copy. Backups folder is created generally in the backup server or primary server. Copy folder we have to create in what? Secondary server. So here, let's see what I will do. I will go to D drive. Here, see, ls backup underscore Northwind. Already I have created the folder. Otherwise, just previously it was there already. Just I will remove that. I will create again. See here, new folder. ls backup underscore Northwind. Log shipping backups. Any name. So after, see, like on this folder we have seen already, we have to grant read write permissions to which account? Primary server account. Read permission to secondary server account. Have seen it? Right click, share with specific people MC. Let's say we have to check the primary server account, we have to check, we have to share it. Primary server, see, like primary server is our test instance, secondary is this is our SBI names. First, let's say I'm actually allowing to work with everyone. Share this. Done. In the same way, say I will go to E drive. We have to create a copy folder. Already it is there. Just I will remove this. I will create again here folder. Any name, ls copy underscore Northwind something. Copy folder. Same thing on this folder we have seen. We have to grant read write permissions to secondary server account. Read write permissions. Read write permissions. Okay. Both the folders are there in the same machine. That's why directly everyone works actually. So, but compulsory we have to provide to their service accounts only. We can't provide permissions to everyone in real time. So, like what I will do next. Next step, see, like folders are ready. Check that whether the folders are working or not. See here. Start run. Whether the sharing was done successfully or not. Just see. System name or IP address. Here, this is backup folder, copy folder. Two folders we have created. Open this. Okay, it is working fine. Copy folder working fine. Two folders. Okay, folders are ready. Then next step, see, folders are ready, database is ready. Already we have seen that its recovery model is full. Next step, see, I will configure log shipping. We have seen that once again while configuring log shipping, we have to take full backup of database. We have to restore in what? Secondary server. After that, we'll enable the log shipping process. But our log shipping wizard itself, see, it can take full backup. It will restore automatically. Wizard itself. But in real time, we can't use the wizard. Manually, we have to take full backup, upload into FTP server, then download from the FTP server in secondary server, which is there in different city or different location, something, restore manually. Already we have seen we have to restore in secondary server either with no recovery or with standby, anyone. If you want to allow reading, we have to restore with standby. If you don't want to allow reading or writing, we can put in what? No recovery. Already we have seen, say, log shipping I am configuring. Let's say primary server is of 2005 version, secondary server is 2008. In secondary server, compulsory database should be restored with which option? With no recovery. Lower to higher. It won't allow standby. Obviously, like let's say I will configure log shippings here. Tasks, ship, transaction logs. Very simple steps are there. Okay. It is saying that already log shipping is there on this database. This SBI loans is already acting as what? Secondary server. Secondary server. Just I am removing log shipping again. Just will reconfigure again. See here. Log shipping was removed successfully. Now check here again. Ship transaction logs. Select the checkbox. Enable this as a primary database. Backup settings. We have mentioned the backup folder path. It is asking, see, backup folder path. Observe, like already we have opened here. See here, this is my backup folder. Mention this path. Backup folder path. Backup folder path. See, like by default already we have seen, like by default backup job performs two activities. One is taking backups on periodical basis, depends on schedule. Second one is what? Deleting old backups. By default, see, it is deleting old backups after 72 hours. We can change the time also. Alert if no backup occurs within how much time you want, it is asking. Suppose I am configuring backup job to run for every 15 minutes, for example. For testing purpose, we can configure for 5 minutes or something. For every 5 minutes, backup files are generated very fast. Minimum we need actually 15 minutes, but best practice is half an hour or 1 hour. Observe. Now let's say if you have configured for 15 minutes, alert we have to configure for double time. Alert generally. Means what? Like already backup was done at 5:30 morning, but already now it is 6 o'clock, 6:01. Already half an hour is over. No backup was run. Actually, it has to run at 5:45 next. No backup was run. It will throw the alert. It will send the mail immediately. Log shipping has become out of sync. There is no backup from the last 31 minutes. Something it will send. We'll see, just see, we have scheduled it for every 15 minutes. Later also we can change these schedules. Just job is created. Observe, like you want to perform some compression or not, it is asking. Compression. So first one, see, use the server default settings. If server level, if compression is enabled, we have seen no sp configure. Backup compression default something is there. It will compress the backups. Here see by default compress, do not compress. A server level, whatever the things are there, I am asking you use it. Okay, these are our backup settings. Network location we have mentioned, job we have scheduled, backup job. Backup job we have scheduled, see successfully. Next observe like secondary databases. Which are the secondary databases? It is asking. We can have multiple secondary servers. Already we have seen as part of log shipping. Observe, I will add here secondary database here. Connect. Which instance? This is some. This is my secondary server. Connect. See, already we have restored the database here manually. We have not restored. Observe here. We have not restored. Secondary server, we have not restored the database manually. That's why initialize secondary database, automatically see it is selecting this option. Yes, generate a full backup of primary database and restore in the secondary database. See, wizard itself will take backup, it will restore in the secondary database, secondary server. Suppose if you have already restored manually, we can select this. Automatically it will select this. No, the secondary database is initialized. Suppose only backup is there, is available with us. We have not restored still. We can mention here backup file path. It will restore. Now see, in our scenario, see, we have not taken any backup manually. That's why I am asking the wizard itself. You take backup, you restore. Observe like restore options are there. We can mention here data file, log file locations. We can mention. If you have not mentioned data file, log file locations, it will take default path of data file, log file. What is the default path? See, right click on server name, properties, database settings. Check here default path. This is the default path. In this path, the database is restored automatically. Default path. We have not mentioned the path. Whatever the default path is set, by default we have seen default path is data folder. We have changed here actually. In this path, database is restored in secondary server. Okay. Check here, I am not mentioning any path. Copy files, it is asking, see destination folder, it is asking, same thing. Destination folder, mention the destination folder, already go back, this is our destination folder. Two folders we have created at the beginning. By default.
First one, initiate the secondary database. By default, it was installing the database.
Yes.
So, standby or?
We have to mention again. Still, we have not mentioned. Observe like now. This is my copy folder. I am saying same thing. Copy job also see delete old files from which folder? Copy folder. Same thing we can schedule also. Same 15 minutes I am using. Now restore transaction log. Now we have to mention in which mode you want to maintain. In secondary server, you want to maintain the database either with standby mode or restoring mode. We have to mention here. Let's say I am asking to maintain what? Standby mode for reading purpose. Reading. Once again, see I am saying disconnect users in the database when restoring backups. Suppose if you have allowed the users to work in the secondary server, read only or manipulations also, read only. If the users are working, if the sessions are there, by default restore job will fail if sessions are there on that database. That's why I am asking you disconnect, you restore, so that the user will click on once again button, view details button, once again select command will work. And see once again, see like for every 15 minutes I am configuring here, but for every 15 minutes sessions are destroyed, then again the user should click on view details or something. That's why we can mention some delay also, we can mention here 1 hour or something. If sessions are there, session is there, it will delay for 1 hour. After 1 hour only it will restore. If there are no sessions in the secondary server, immediately for every 15 minutes on the default schedule it will restore. That is what delay is there, which is optional. Same thing, see alert if no backup occurs within half an hour, I am saying alert. Restoration is, if restoration is not working, you throw the alert, I am saying. This is, see, just we have configured, see, how it should be initialized, we have mentioned. Copy folder path we have mentioned. Then in restoration should be done in which mode? Database should be maintained in which mode, I have mentioned. Okay. Observe, we have seen that this we can use monitor server, we can use, which is a optional server, third server, monitor server. Observe, like you can generate the script like this, see, script configuration to a file. I will say here, log shipping config script. Means we are configuring this process we are doing actually in the test environment. So once it is done successfully here, once it is tested, copy paste the script in production environment, run it. No need to right click, type something, right click, type something like this. Okay. Now see, it is taking backups here. Backup was done successfully. It is restoring, see, automatically. Then it is configuring the log shipping jobs and respective tables it is updating. Once again here, like complete log shipping information is there in which database? MSDB database. Okay, on which databases log shipping is there? What is the last log backup file? Everything we can check in what? MSDB database. We'll see that monitoring. Now see, log shipping was configured, see, successfully. Database is created, see, with the standby mode. Wizard itself has taken what? Backup of database it has taken. It has restored automatically. Already we have discussed in primary server how many jobs are created. One job is created here, backup job for Northwind database. In the same way, in secondary server, how many jobs are created here? Two jobs are created, copy and restore jobs. That's why this is showing, see, primary server is, this is test. Now what I will do, I will make some changes in any one table. Observe here. Let's say book table is there, some table for testing purpose. Book ID, book name, one record I have updated. Let's say I will create one login also here. New login. And I will make a user in Northwind database here, user. Same thing, remember, as part of log shipping process, logins are transferred to secondary server or users are transferred to secondary server? Users. Why? Because database level changes only. Logins are there in master database. Logins are not transferred. We have to transfer manually, separately. Only users are transferred. Let's say how we can test it. Say I will run this job manually for testing purpose. Actually, it will run for every 15 minutes. We have to wait for 15 minutes. This is for testing purpose. See, manually I am running. Observe. Already we have seen one file is created in which folder? Backup folders. Here one file is created, TRN file, transaction log backup. Success it is saying. The same way I will go to secondary server. I will run the two jobs. See, first copy job I will run. We just copy paste the TRN files into which folder? Copy folder. Observe here. Success it is saying. Check the copy folder. A file was copied successfully. Now I will run the restore. See here. restore job. Once we run restore job, then we can see the changes in which server? Secondary server. Just remember, like to get the changes, remember all the three jobs should be executed. Then only we can see the changes in the secondary server. Observe here. Go to secondary server. One record is there. This record we have inserted. Check that Manoj user is also there here. Go to security. Users. User is there. Manoj. Observe there is no login in the server C with the name what? Manoj. Okay, logins are not transferred. That's why remember, server level security information is propagated to secondary server, or database level security information is propagated. Only database level security information. Any changes made at that database level only, they are updated into secondary server. Suppose if primary server fail, if want to allow the users to work in secondary server, we have to transfer the login separately. We have to transfer before making that database online, before making the server online. So that is like next what we'll do, we'll start with the monitoring and troubleshooting log shipping process. Let's say first we'll practice this.